I go, oh, hi, I got distracted. Sorry. Good morning. Everybody have a good holiday. Have a good Christmas. Did Santa bring you everything you wanted on your wish list? And has the new year been good to you so far? Yeah, I know. It's only been, what, 3 days. But a lot can happen in 3 days. And here, we're going to talk about what we want to have happen in the next 359 days. Good morning, Jesse. So good to see you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, you got the Christmas file? Good. I'm glad you liked it. So, listen, we got a lot to cover today. You know, a lot of podcasts this time of year, they do that whole uh, good morning, Diane. Good morning, Doug. Good morning. They do that whole uh, purging out the old and bringing in the new post. Well, who am I to argue with success? So we're going to do kind of the same thing. We're going to talk about what we should be doing or what we can do to help build our business in this new year. Um, and I'm liking that whole PowerPoint presentation thing. So yeah, I did another PowerPoint. Um, Let me just bring that up. Add to scene. So yes, what's building in 2026? Okay, first of all, let me big confession here. I am over 40. Yes, I am. I am over 40, which means that I use that my primary AI uh, resource is ChatGPT. Yep. Hello, Barb. Hi, Barb. Good to see you. So these these slides, I asked ChatGPT to tell me what do I need to do to build business in 2026, and what we're going to see here is what it had to say. And after I got to setting this up, I got to thinking we might need to do this in two parts because the last section is actually garment decorating specific. Okay, so let's go over the first parts, and we'll see how far we get, and if necessary, we'll go over to next week too. All right. So the first part is not really anything business related, but I saw it and I thought, well, that's pretty appropriate. Let's do that. So this first part, I don't know if you guys, if any of you um, are 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 followers of universal powers, but I thought this was interesting. In numerology, this is a 111 year, January 1, 2026, which in numerology adds to 1. So it's a 111 year. And which only happens, as it says here, once every 9 years. It makes it a beginning of a brand new cycle. How many of us need a brand new cycle this year? Um, New beginnings, new initiation, massive uh, manifestations. I am a firm believer in what you put out to the universe is what you get back. If if you are a negative Nelly and you put out there, oh, I'm having a terrible day, nothing goes right, the universe is going to say, hey, listen, these are the words she's saying. This must be what she wants, and it will give you what you want. Um, so if you want that new car, start thinking about it. Start searching. Start looking for the car you want. Let's see what Barb has to say here, real quick. ChatGPT is interesting to work with. You definitely need to know what to type in for the information and how to wheedle it down. Yeah, you do. But I've nicknamed my ChatGPT. Yeah, his name is Chatty. Yeah, or what is it, Chappy? Oh, that's terrible. Oh, Barb pointed out that Chinese New Year, this 2026 is the year of the horse. Um, Gonna have to look up and see what that means. So, anyways, I thought this was a good piece to put in here. Set the intentions for who you're becoming. So, yeah, let's put out some good vibrations, and we'll get that back in the new year. So, let's go down to business. Okay, so the question was what to do in 2026 to build my small business. And AI generated an answer. Building a small business requires shifting from the simple side hustle. A lot of us have started our small business in our back bedroom. Um, Maybe you've taken two bedrooms, but we're doing kind of more of a side hustle kind of thing. Um, if an order comes in, we're gonna take that order and hope that another order comes in after that. This year, we need to be aware of technological operations, things that can help us in our business. We need to be more in tune. It needs to be more strategic, have a plan of action, and follow it. Um, One of the things here that I think is very important is prioritize authenticity and the customer experience. We have for years, people say, this is such, I can reach across the world. It's such a small world now. But the thing is yes, it is, the world is getting smaller. We can reach anywhere we want. But in my opinion, we've gotten further apart. All right. We don't have the considerations, the respect, the we just don't have the empathy. We don't have the caring for the other people, the people in our circle, the people that come to us for help, whether it be, can you help me embroider a hat? Can you help me digitize? That's what a customer is. A customer is somebody coming to you looking for and seeking help in what they want. Yeah, Barb, you see it every day. Barb agrees with the further apart. Let's let's make a commitment to get closer to our people in 2026. So, with that, here's some thoughts on strategic business management, operational redesign. And this is not Chat GPT is not the only place where I've heard this. I follow several different podcasts, and I have heard this in virtually all of them. Move away from manual processing, whether that be in your accounting, whether that be your invoicing, whether that be your emails. Now, let me just sideline this for just a little bit. Remember in the previous one, I said we're getting further apart. I personally don't care for automatic auto response emails. One of the things, yes, I may have a template for email, and that email goes out. For example, when I receive a new order, I send out an email. I send out the email. I don't have it automatically linked to the order that gets auto sent out. I send out that email telling the customer, the client, that I have received your order. It is on my job sheet. I will take care of it. So, yes, you want to automate, but you don't want to lose that person to person touch. Okay. It also says agile planning. Replace the statistic annual budget with a rolling 12-month forecast. And I think that's very important. Back 100 years ago, when I worked in uh, accounting departments for different businesses, we weren't so much concerned about what happened on month to month. We had yearly expectations, and the closest we got to doing month to month is looking at the new month, looking at the end numbers of the month, and projecting how it's gonna look at end of year. We don't want to do that. We want to work month to month. We want to make a goal for that month, uh, do what we need to do, um, to accomplish what our expectations are for that month, which comes to execution discipline. One strategy per month. Approach the new month, set the goal, set the objective, work to complete that objective, and then with the new month, set a new objective. Now, you're not going to totally dismiss the previous objectives. You're going to build those into your structure. Whatever you decide to do in January, you're going to continue to do in February, plus you're going to add something new in February. And then both of those are going to carry to March. So, whether it be, just to go back to my email strategy again, um, in January, I want to make email templates for the emails that I send out on a regular basis. So I do that, and I carry through. Um, and I carry through. And then next month, not only will I continue using the email structure that I set up in January, I'll add something new in February. And Barb says she's currently doing quarterly planning, but she can see the value in monthly. I think a lot of things, excuse me, I think a lot of things, people that are coming new into business, younger people, and this is not bad, but younger people have different a different path of expectations. They were born and raised into uh, quick resources. All right. Um, if they wanted something, it came to them quickly, and then they would move on to the next something. Listen, the iPhone is an example of that. Every year, Apple puts out a new iPhone. How many of us rush out, and I'm saying my older age group, how many of us rush out every year to get the new iPhone? Because they got to have the latest, greatest. Um, some of us don't do that. We don't do that because what we have is doing what we want it to, and we don't see the need for it. But our younger business entrepreneurs are having different expectations. They want to see things happen faster. And to see this, the 1 month strategy works very well for that. Okay, no new phones. I know. Um, no new phones. My brother yesterday, this just sidetracked, my brother yesterday um, needed to go get a new phone. He uh, he has not a contract, but he works with a particular carrier, and they, just upgrade your phone. Well, he he picked up a new Samsung 2025, and he came home and he showed it off, and oh, that's nice. That's nice. While I'm sitting here working with the 2023, and I had to tell myself, no, no, you don't need the new bobble. Your 23 works just fine. Let's see. Barb, she doesn't like auto the auto responses. You send out, you place an order, and you get this, and it's an automated response because it's so generic. I don't like auto responses. I have set up templates. I use these to customize my emails to my customer base that requires different services. Exactly, Barb, exactly. I don't care for auto responses either. I don't care, because here's the thing. Has anybody really seen that yet? How easy would it be for the auto response to go out and you as the customer are saying, "Oh, great, they've got my order." And then 3 weeks later, you still haven't gotten your order. So you reach out, you say, "Where is it? I placed my order. I got a response, said you had my order. Where's my order?" And they say, "Oh, we missed it." Yeah, I don't care for auto responses, just for that reason. Okay, so one strategy per month. Digital transformation and AI. AI is not going anywhere, people. So use AI. Bring AI in as a team member. AI can help automate so many different things. And like I said, it's not going anywhere, but it can be a really good tool. Remember, it is a tool, just like the keyboard in to your computer, just like your web searches. Those are tools. Remember, they are tools. And the next thing it says, so you want to, you know, just like it says here, AI gives you 24/7 customer support. Yeah, I'm still not interested in the whole automated, but I do like the predictive analytics. AI can help you with your marketing, which will help you compete with larger companies. Um, Barb says, yeah, there you go. Barb says she's working with a Samsung 21 Plus. And with the spendy cost of new phones, I'll probably go with a cheaper Android next time. Can't blame you. Can't blame you at all. Okay, so centralized data. Basically, what that's telling us is to find another tool, and this is primarily for those that have other team members that maybe work outside the office or need to stay connected within the office. It's a tool that allows them access to the data, to the work in real time. Now, in my world, because I do travel and I do take my work with me, I use I use a cloud-based. I use OneDrive. My files are in OneDrive, so that if I'm in 20, count it up for me, Dale. How many days till we go to till I go to California? Well, which happens in about 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks. Um, I can still access all of my files for when I need them. So basically, what it's saying is find a tool that will allow you to share that data with your other teammates so that they can continue to do their job without having to run over and get permission. Can you send me this data so I can do this? So yeah. And this last one, cybersecurity. more and more and more and more, you need to make sure that that data, whether you're working with it by yourself, whether you're storing it in the cloud, whether you're sharing it with other teams, you need to make sure that that data is protected, especially if you're retaining information regarding your customers. You need to make sure that data is protected. Part of that is regular backups. Very important. Regular backups. Backup to a hard drive, an external hard drive. Backup to a cloud-based system. Create backups. If you drop your data, if you lose it, you have lost it forever. Backups. Okay. Next, what do we have next? Modern marketing and customer experience. To counteract the AI generated noise with a build in public content to prove that a real person is behind the brand. Going back to that first slide, don't forget we are people dealing with people. So let's make sure that they know we are real and we're here. Oh, going back to the phone, Doug goes one or two generations back, which is not bad because even the 23 is still a really good phone, and I just don't need a 25. Social search and short form videos. To build your brand, it's suggesting that you create content. You create content in your social media. Now, maybe you don't find that necessary. Maybe you're not interested in doing a podcast or running something short. But one of the things that I've done occasionally that I want to try to do more um, is Under the Needle Today. And then I'm just showing a short video of what's being stitched. People like to see work in progress. How many of you have Google searched or gone to YouTube and looked at those how was it made videos? How do they make candy? How do they bake bread? Um, hey, Evelyn. Good morning. So, people like that. And you don't have to spend hours and hours. Um, People are doing this with a simple cell phone camera that records video. You can do that. Hyper personalization. What it wants you to do, yeah, I love the how it's made too. What this was suggesting is that you try to anticipate your customer need. All right. Remember, I said way back that customer need, you're going to problem solve for your customer. And that's what you're going to do here. You're going to try to anticipate the next problem. Valentine's Day is coming up. That is a problem, a potential problem for your customer. What are they going to do for Valentine's Day? Uh, what products are they going to generate to sell? In our world, um, in my world, creating design files that would help them build a product, help them build an item to sell. Try to anticipate the next problem for your customers. Community moats. Move, and this one I'm not quite sure how to do this, but I want to tell you what I've seen. Community modes. Move your audience from a public platform to a private digital campfire, is what they're calling it. Like Discord, niche Slack groups and they foster deep loyalty. Um, did I miss Cindy? Is Cindy here? Sorry, Cindy. Didn't mean to miss you. Um, I have seen I have seen Facebook and YouTube private groups. Shanna. Thank you. I have seen Facebook and YouTube private groups where the customer base comes into the private group and they get first exposure to new content for that community. They get first exposure. Evelyn, are you asking if Long Beach is worth it? Yeah, I think so. It's very expensive though. Look, Impressions Expo also has an event in Atlantic City. Take a look at that. Um, so they generate a private group and they invite their customer base into that group. And again, they get first look at everything, first dibs. If if they're having a special and they're running 20% off this item available to you for the next 2 weeks before it goes public, it's it's something special that these clients believe is special. It's for them. Um, yeah, better for the East Coast. So workforce, I don't know how many of you have employees, but for those of you that are growing to the point where you might need to consider that, one of the things it's saying, and this might be for more larger businesses, is to look for practical experience over, and somebody back 100 years ago when I got my associates in accounting, they said that I was paper trained because I now had a degree. So basically that's what this is saying. Hire experience over paper training. Be flexible. Another thing that our younger entrepreneurs are expecting is job flexibility. um, COVID, COVID uh, gave them a taste of this, working from home, working 3, 4, 10-hour days versus 5, 8-hour days. Um, be flexible. If somebody has to pick up the kids at 3:30, but they can come back at 5 after the kids have been taken care of, be flexible. And mandatory sustainability. This again, big buzzword. Gail, you're going to Atlantic City? Enjoy it. Big buzzword. Sustainability. Embed eco-friendly practices. And don't be afraid to uh, crow about that. Celebrate it. Put it on your website. Uh, Made with upcycled garments. Childcare will be an issue. Childcare is always an issue. Um, I saw a video the other day where um, the the entrepreneur goes to the thrift shops and she finds this garment and she finds that garment and she blends them together. She had found uh, a zip up hoodie, jacket but it had a hole in it. She got it for $3. She then also found a blanket throw, had all kinds of woven, had butterflies and flowers on it. So what did she do? She did a reverse applique, and not just for the hole. She did it all over. She did it on the sleeves, on the back, shoulders. She uh, created reverse applique using these butterflies and flowers that she found on the throw with the hoodie, zip up hoodie she found. Another group that I've seen, again, they upcycle. They find a woven shirt and a sweatshirt. They cut the sweatshirt apart. They cut the woven shirt in the same way, and they meld the two together. Upcycle. Be proud of that. That's something, that is sustainability. Sustainability also talks about recycling. Sustainability talks about reusing versus buying new. Those are all things to consider in your business. And again, be proud of that. Tell people that. So, this is the first half. To summarize building a small business in 2026, exactly, exactly. That hoodie garment, that zip up garment that I was just talking about, she paid $4 for one piece and $2 for the throw. She charged $40 for that, and she got it. She got it. It can be done. Okay, so here's the summary. AI operations, bring AI make AI a team member. Authentic marketing, make sure they know you are a people too. Financial shift from a rigid manual to a rolling 12-month. Focus on strategies, one goal per month. Modern workforce, attract talent through skill-based hiring rather than degrees, and utilize outbase and utilize output-based management, measuring the results over hours. Be sure to give the support and flexibility. So yeah, we're just over 30 minutes. The next set, which is um, high growth sector and trends in the garment decorating for 2026, I want to save that for next week because I think that's very important, especially for those of us in the garment decorating industry. So I hope to see you all back next week. This is all important things that you can use to help build your business in 2026. It's not old school business anymore. Um, I can't go back and use my college marketing book to get the same results. The expectation is different. The clientele is younger. So yeah, let's embrace the new. We'll reuse what we know and we'll add the new. So with that being said, oh, let me come back to you. I forget, I'm still little. Here I am. Here I am. So yeah, let's do this again next week. Let's finish up with the garment district specifics. And Evelyn, again, you have any questions? Send me a message. Send me a message, and I'll be happy to help clarify anything. Okay, you all have a great weekend. Have a great, good, prosperous, and building week, and we'll see you next week. All right. Bye now. Fun? Do you have more questions? Do you want to learn something new?
Join me at quicktostitch.com for coffee and conversation, and we'll talk about it. Embroidery machines, designs, and business. Hope to see you soon. Bye now.